Hi, parents. Wanted to just come encourage you. I know that I mentioned that I would share my personal testimony, actually a testimony for my son, who at the time was about 5.5 or 6 years old, and just his journey. He was experiencing consistent stomach pain on a daily basis to the point where I had to call his pediatrician to see if we could get some blood work done before we come in so that we can narrow what was causing the pain. Very short, which would have been a long conversation, but in short, he didn't want to do that. The pediatrician at that time, the pediatrician wanted us to come in so he could just look at my son and say, well, we'll have to get blood work done. And being, if we go into the doctor's office, we would have to pay that office visit. My son would be no closer to a diagnosis as to why his stomach was hurting. And so, because of the type of doctors my husband and I would see, that was their practice to make certain that we had blood work drawn first before we come in so that they could sit down and have an educated conversation with us. And so I pursued the doctor to say, listen, this is the way we want to do it for our son. We don't want to have to pay an extra doctor's fee just for coming in. And needless to say, that didn't go very well with that particular pediatrician. In addition, what made me seal the deal with firing that doctor was the fact that I heard him say that my 5.5-year-old was actually faking his stomach pains, and that he actually prescribed a medication that was too heavy for me, an adult, to take. Why would I give that to a child? And so my encouragement to you parents is you be an advocate for your children. I want you to be encouraged on taking care of your children. You have a right to fire doctors and ask several questions before you hire a doctor. And so my next post, I will give you 9 questions to ask a doctor. Have a great one. Be encouraged.